First things first, I just thought I'd put a little disclaimer here. As you know, this project took a long time and went through a couple of different editing softwares and a new microphone. So if my voice sounds different in the first couple of parts compared to the rest of the video, that's why. And sadly, I didn't have the time or resources to go back and re-record the narration for those parts, so consider this me to be throwing myself at your feet and greatly apologising. In spite of that, I hope it doesn't spoil the enjoyment too much for you, and I hope to do better next time. Thank you.
I am your father.
What?
I am your father. Oh, what's with all the stairs?
Who is this guy? And why is he breathing like that? It's creepy.
Anybody else excited for the third film? As most of you know, I love the Kung Fu Panda films, and so do a lot of people. While so far only consisting of 2 movies, 3 specials, a spin-off TV series, and other media platforms, it's definitely grown in popularity, gaining a loyal fan base that appreciate the films for its many interesting qualities. The franchise tells the story of a clumsy but good-hearted panda named Po, whose destiny and love of Kung Fu leads him to become the Dragon Warrior. Alongside his mentor Shifu and the Kung Fu warriors known as the Furious Five, they fight many great evils that face them in their home in the Valley of Peace, set in ancient China. Only now do I realise how bizarre that all sounds when I say it out loud. The films are brought to us by DreamWorks Animation, the studio behind Spirit, Stallion of the Cimarron, Shrek, How to Train Your Dragon, and The Prince of Egypt, to name a few. There's little doubt that I love Kung Fu Panda, but what makes these films so great? Is it the stunning and detailed visuals and its diverse animation styles that clearly convey its use of colour symbolism, character acting, comedic and action timing, and gives it a unique visual identity? Is it the action-packed, well-choreographed and perfectly shot fight scenes? Is it the genius idea of incorporating various animals to show the kung fu styles that were named after them? Is it that it's well written, with perfect blends of comedy and drama and interesting and subtle world-building? Or is it the wide variety of stellar, emotionally complex and multi-dimensional characters, all blended with some talented actors playing them and expertly designed by artists and animators to bring them to life? Okay, it's all of the above, but right now we're talking about the characters. I'm making this video to ask who is the best out of all of them. This is an odd list for me because despite all the films I mentioned, there's still a lot more to come. So it seemed bizarre for me to make a list like this so early. But sod it, kind of a want. Now you may or may not agree with some placements and maybe your favourite might not even make the list. But this is very opinion based and these films have so many good characters that it's difficult to condense them down to just 10 or so. But I'm not really going to go by who's the most popular characters either, the list would be rather predictable otherwise. All that I can request is that you sit back as we count down the top 10 Kung Fu Panda characters and see if your favourite makes it to number 1.
Tell those musicians to start playing some action music because it is on.